Hi, everybody.
Welcome back. We've taken a
Yes. A little siesta.
I turned 40, needed a break for a hot minute.
And we just put everything on pause,
Yeah, I
as
think
Dorinda would say. We were put on
we
pause.
were put on pause. Oh my God, that's too funny. So this happens every year. I don't know about you, but like this fourth quarter hits
I
me
know.
every year.
I think every agent,
You
because you
think
go, go,
so?
go, 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 you grind, and then it's like, I'm tired.
Every year,
I want to take time off.
it hits me like a
I know.
ton of bricks, harder and harder every year. And I got to October, had my 40th birthday, and I was like, I need a break.
Mm-hmm. Well, also, you were rolling off the board as past
This is
president.
true. It's been a
It's a
crazy,
lot.
and
It's
there
a
was
lot
a
of
lot,
stuff.
and I traveled a lot this
Yes.
year.
Yes.
Like I was constantly on the go.
Yeah.
So burnout is so real.
It is real.
So I'm gonna just take this time now in the fourth quarter to get my energy back up.
I know.
For January.
But like come like October, I feel like a little lull. And
Yes.
I want some happy. So like by well, actually before Halloween, I'd already set up our back porch with Christmas decorations.
I know
Like,
so many people are setting up early
I
this
know.
year. So
And
many.
so I'm like,
people.
I've got everything put up right now. Like
Yes.
all our trees are up. I don't have them like with ornaments and everything. But
Yeah.
just the lights are enough for
We
me.
did the same thing. But
And I leave them on all night. I don't care.
I know.
I want to wake up and see the pretty and be happy.
I know. My little one came home from school 2 days ago and he's like, "Can we decorate?" And I was like, "I got spare time.
Let's go for
just
it.
do
Right?
it." So we have a tree up, and then we'll get a real one after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So
We stopped doing real.
see, I like the
I
smell.
love it too, and then it just got to be like we were always going out of town, and then it would be dead,
Yeah.
and then so
and it
it's
makes
just
a
this-
mess when you take
Oh,
it
it
in
makes
and
a
take it
mess. You will
out.
find those needles all year long.
Oh, I know.
It's crazy.
I know. So we put up with one of the fake ones that we have.
Have you ever done a flocked tree, like a
No.
real? Okay, it's the white. It looks like snow's on it.
Oh, that's the one we have set up.
Okay, well, have you ever done a real one and they flock it?
No.
Don't. It's a mess. It is
Is
horrible.
Does
yeah.
it smell like a?
Yeah, it does smell, and it is beautiful, and
Yeah.
it looks great. It's just like that stuff, like, I don't know if it I don't know what it does, but it makes just a bloody mess
It
everywhere.
does.
Yeah.
We have those candles that smell like Christmas trees.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
light them around the
Yeah,
house.
lots of poison in there.
I know. John said that the other day.
It's lots of toxins in those.
But it smells so good.
You could do like essential oils and like do like they've got like pine and like different fragrances that'll smell like a.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't have time
should.
for that.
I know. John said that about the candles the other day. and
Oh,
I
they're
was-
so bad. There's so many toxins.
Huh.
Yeah. They did that at church one time. Like they were like trying to set the mood, and they had like those Bed Bath & Beyond ones all
Yeah.
on the stage, and they had them all lit. And I was like instantly like stopped up. Like,
Really?
oh, it was horrible. I was like, can y'all blow those suckers out? Like,
Huh.
yeah,
All right. Maybe I'll have to look into an alternative.
There you
We don't
go.
want to be
toxinating.
toxinating.
Don't want to be
the
toxinating
kids.
everyone. That's a good word.
All right. So I guess we are now how many? August, September, October. 3 months post.
I know.
all these changes in our real estate industry. So how
And
are
it's
things-
gonna change. I feel it. Like we've made all these changes, but like I've seen
100.
numerous articles, and there's this oh shoot, what's the woman's name? There's a professor, and basically the DOJ, the Department of Justice, they pretty much track everything she does and follows suit of what she says.
Yes.
And she did this huge study and came out with it and basically said, you've caused more confusion and it's not going to work. You've actually done the opposite of what
Yes.
you're wanting to achieve.
Yes.
And so I would say in 6 to 8 months, it's
You
going to
think
be.
it'll go back to the way it was?
No, I feel like they'll probably figure out a way to like,
Eliminate it.
yeah, take compensation out of the ballpark altogether. I don't know how you're going to do that, honestly, but I don't know. It'll be interesting to see, you
Yeah.
know. But like I just read an MN article, and they were talking about how in the last 60 days, the commissions have held. They've not gone down. People are still paying because in end of the day, agree or disagree, whatever you believe, nobody can work for free.
No.
So a seller is going to need to offer a level of compensation
Absolutely.
to a buyer's agent
Yes.
to help get the deal facilitated.
Well, and especially in the real estate market that we're in down here. I don't know
Right.
about other markets, but we have more inventory than we've had in past.
Oh
years.
yeah, I think I saw we have like 11-month supply right
Yeah,
now, which
so-
is unheard of.
That's crazy. I didn't hear that number,
Yeah.
but that's crazy,
Mhm.
and I'm not surprised by it.
Yeah.
But I feel that sellers there has to be an edge. I mean, especially with the new construction, we have
Right.
a huge builder D.R.
We have a
Horton in
big
our real
builder boom.
estate market,
Mhm.
and they got a lot of product out there.
And you can't compete when they're offering
No.
a 2.9% interest rate right now.
2.9% interest
2.9.
rate, then $10,000.
Why would you not? I may not
know.
love a tract built home, but I'm like, it makes sense financially, you know.
Absolutely.
They have to do it, you know what I mean? Like, and they offer you the incentives, all the closing costs.
Yep.
Like, why would a buyer not?
I totally
And especially because it's going to appreciate the day you close.
I know.
The way that things are going,
A
you'll
hundred.
probably see a 20% appreciation.
I
Like,
know.
you know?
I know that's one of my goals. I want to purchase a house for all my children. I want to start doing it now
Yeah.
because these prices. I moved here 14 years ago, and it's
It's
like
out of control. It's nothing like it.
I was buying homes at like $150,000.
I know. We were talking about it the other day. Gosh, where was that neighborhood? Oh, I can't remember. But I was saying, I mean, they're now like, I want to say almost 325. And
Lake Forest.
No, but it's gone up. But I was selling them for like 75,000 at
That
one
was
point.
Lake Forest.
And then I'm like, what was I thinking? Why didn't
If
buy
I would
them?
have held on to all
But also,
the
I didn't have
houses
any
that
money
I
then, you know,
flipped,
like-
I know. But like I literally, you could buy houses $65,000, $75,000,
I know.
and now they're like $350.
I know. In Orange Beach, like the market, the residential market, like it's still the average list price right now is $1,200,000 in residential, and the average sale for last month was still like $1,088,000 or something like that. So, you know, there's not enough inventory in Orange Beach because
No.
there's not. It's so
Yes.
dense, you know. But I mean, there were houses that sold for like 175. Well, they're worth like 6, 7, 800,000.
crazy.
You know, I mean, it's just who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
Honestly, I wish I would have thought
That's
better.
why you got to buy it now because
I know.
I don't see it changing because I think one good thing about our real estate market here in South Alabama, so many people have come from California.
I know.
I have so many investors buying up rental properties from California. I have them from Massachusetts. All these like big cities are coming now
I know.
they figured out the secret.
I know. Have you seen that sign though in Fairhope?
No.
It says, "Don't New York my Fairhope," or or California my Alabama." Yeah,
Oh
they've
my-
got signs like that.
do
you know?
they?
Like, come here, but adopt our way.
But
you know?
exactly. Exactly. That's
So-
why everyone's like, "Is your parents ever gonna move there?" You know, because we're from New York, and I was like, my dad couldn't. No, he could not adapt to the slower paced
No,
lifestyle.
it is so slow. I'd like talk to clients that, you know, they'll be up north and they're like, yeah, we got this guy to come out and paint and do the repairs, and he was in and out and boom, bam. And they're like, you know, down there, I mean, it could be months before
Yes.
they'll say they show up and they don't show up.
Yeah.
And then they'll call like a week later, oh, well, it's coming, but this, and then they'll put you off another, you know, it's just island time and kind of like, it's slow down here.
And it's also different from the beach market
Yes.
from where I'm
Oh, yeah.
at the Eastern
Yours
Shore
is a
market.
lot more fast paced.
I feel like I'm in New York there, and I feel like I come to Florida down here.
Yeah.
It's
Mhm.
like it's a
Everybody's like,
different-
it's cool, man. We'll get
and
it.
no, I'm like
And
still
I'm like, I need it done.
I
Like,
still
eh.
have it in me. I'm like, go
know.
get shit done.
Well, it's so funny because, you know, I'm born and raised, you know, Alabama.
Yeah.
And so people always say, you're not like a normal Southerner.
Yes.
Because I talk really fast.
Yes,
And I'm like,
you
you know
do,
what I want. And
actually.
yeah, I know. People are like, what did you say? Can you slow down?
That's true.
We have this agent in our office who's British, and she's really sweet. And when we were going through all these changes with NAR and going over new contracts and documents and all, we had a week where it was like mandatory, and we had a training like every day. And so there was one where I did the last training, and it was in our Orange Beach office, and she signed up for it, and she was like, slow down.
Yeah.
I knew I shouldn't have come to this class. You talk too fast.
That's what I always say to my agents when I'm doing trainings. I look at their faces and I was like, tell me to slow down. Like if you guys can't
Wait, it's like a
keep up-
glaze, and they're like,
Yeah. They're like, and I was like, I could slow down. I could speed this down. So, have you had any awkward conversations? Because now, just for those of you that don't know, we need a document signed prior to opening up a property from a buyer outlining compensation, which is awkward because I feel, a lot of our leads, a lot of buyers come from the internet.
Yeah.
I don't know you. You don't know me. I don't
Mhm.
know if we want to work together.
Yeah.
And then you have to say, oh, I can't open this house and meet you until we have this document signed. I mean, it's awkward.
I know.
And it also, I think it's hard to remember.
oh, I know. Like change the habit and be like, oh, we got to get this.
Oh,
done.
there's been time I'm driving places
I
and
know.
I was like, oh my God,
Mhm.
wait.
I know.
And then I had to have the office send it for me.
Yeah. I know. That's
I only
wild.
had one awkward moment with it where
What
they
was
were
that?
very I never met them.
Yeah.
I don't,
Well, how can you be like, you don't know me, but you have to sign this contract and you're bound to me now?
and what if I don't like you?
I know.
I mean, I'm at
and there's
the
no
point
out.
in my career.
There is no out in
Yeah.
our agreement, which I don't like. I want an out. Like, what if I want to fire
So
you?
what I did with this one client is I just made it for 24 hours.
Sometimes that's what you got to do.
And then it was done. And I
Yeah.
was like, it's the best situation. You're uncomfortable with it. I don't know if we're going to work good together. Like it also with us. I mean,
Yeah.
there's times I've fired people. I don't work with everybody.
No, I know, and you can't. I mean,
No, if the person,
I always say even Jesus can't please everybody.
No.
You know what I mean? And neither can Tommy.
I think I know now at 40 the personalities that I can work and
Right.
can't. And I'm at the point in the career where less headaches.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I
It's not
know.
worth it.
I know. Well, and I haven't had like any awkward interactions.
Are you getting it signed? I guess is it are you getting it signed? Like, are you having the conversation before
Yeah.
at the house? Like,
Yeah.
before you get into the house?
Yeah, before. So, and honestly, some of them they'll just sign it without even
I know.
like looking at it, which is scary to me. But I'm like, I'll explain it to you. And here's the thing: I'm not gonna hold anybody to anything
And
if it's
that's-
not. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
if you're
If it's
uncomfortable
not-
or whatever, like I'll be like, all right, I'll bow out. It's not a big deal. You know,
and
it's
you
not
could
worth.
do it property specific.
Yes, but
So-
like I've had some where they just didn't understand it. They were like, "But why would I pay that? I'm already
I
paying
know.
this much
I know.
for the purchase price, And most of mine are past clients, so it's easy to be like, hey, like,
Exactly.
I have to do this now, and you don't have to pay me. It's really kind of ass backwards because it's like they want the seller to pay the seller's agent, they want the buyer to pay the buyer's agent, but yet our buyer agency agreement says, Mr. Buyer, this is my compensation fee, but first I'm going to ask the seller to pay for it. So what
It's-
is it? You know what I mean? It
it's-
seems so, and they're
it's
like, I
such
don't
a
understand that. I'm like,
it's an unnecessary
it's whatever.
extra step.
But I've only had one agent that I know of in my office say like she had like serious pushback from somebody, and they were like, "That is a scam. I'm not signing that. I don't know you. I don't know this." And she said, "Look, this is just the mandate, and I have to do this. You can go find another realtor. They're all going to do the same thing."
And that's the thing too, because when I had agents that are like, "How do I overcome this?" I'm gonna say, you call the next agent. If they're doing the right thing, they're gonna have you sign the document as well.
Yeah, and so I mean, he signed it. I mean, now
know.
she's showing him houses, but it's
It's a learning curve, but I guess
But to think like so many people, I felt like this was such a big deal in the news and the media that everyone knew about it. But there's still so many people who don't have a clue about
No,
it.
but that's also what happens too with the media and the news. It's a big story, everyone's talking about it, and
I
then
know.
the next thing comes. Trump's
know.
now going
Now
to be
Trump,
the
I
president,
know.
so we're looking good right now.
I mean, listen, I will say something controversial and I must step into politics, but I just said, thank God, okay? Like, he is going to clean up the mess. And
I
and
was shocked though.
I went to bed.
I-
I don't know.
I was shocked,
Hmm.
relieved, but shocked.
I think it's going to be different. And honestly, I feel like him having a break the way he did and now stepping back in
Yes.
is probably the best thing that happened for him.
Yes.
Because it was so hostile then.
Yes.
Don't you remember? It was like just
Yes.
so much tension.
So much.
And I feel like on both parties right now, I can't speak for everybody, but I just feel like what I'm observing, it feels like everybody's like, let's just have some peace. Let's just like,
Like it's over.
it may not
the
be who you
election's
want.
here,
It may not
like,
be who I want.
Yeah.
It may not, whatever it is, but like,
This is our new reality.
That's right.
And now let's just all.
but everybody knows like the people spoke. They
And-
obviously were not happy with the economy. They're not happy with
That's what it all-
immigration. They're not.
That's what it all comes
Yeah.
down to. Is
So
the
what can we
economy.
do as two parties
Yeah.
to work together for the people?
Absolutely.
And that's what it needs to be. Let's
So-
stop having big pharma buy us out. Let's stop.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm really stepping into that today.
Well, I think him just being the businessman that he is and the economy, I feel like it'll just help a lot of Americans out.
I hope,
Ability,
I mean, all
hopefully.
you can be is hopeful.
And it's
you know?
not going to be overnight.
No. But I will say, as soon as he was announced as the projected winner, it was like a water faucet again. Like, I mean, people have got confidence in the market and
Yes.
people are buying and selling.
God,
It's
yeah.
unreal. Things that have been sitting, all of a sudden, go,
And that's what happens.
I know.
That's real estate.
I got 4 under contract from it. I mean, honestly.
I know.
And I have people saying, well, we're waiting to see the election.
So many buyers were saying.
And then
that.
I said, okay, well, when we have the
The
election, you ready?
election, Now you're over.
Yeah.
But we
So.
still got this interest rate issue going on, which is
know.
it just makes no sense. It
Makes
went
no sense.
down,
Yeah. And then it went back up. I know.
and the Fed.
If we could get it to, I know it'll never probably get down to 3.5 again, but if it could get like 3.5 to 4.5, like that would be really
even
good.
a 5
The
is
5
good
is
right
really good.
now.
I mean, I think my first loan was like 5.65. But the problem is that you have wages that haven't increased, and then you have purchase or property values that have increased. So now you have the added
interest rate.
interest rate being high, the affordability goes down.
Exactly.
It's unreal. It's like,
I know.
and I get it. I mean, there's a lot of people that are like,
I know.
I'm sitting over here in a nice house. It may not be like what I want forever, but my mortgage is this. But now
And
it's going to double for something I don't really
I know.
love.
That's why people aren't really selling, but there's still enough inventory on the market.
We always say at the end of the day, people are dying, they're getting married, they're getting divorced, they're having babies, or they're
Yes.
downsizing,
So
or moving
we'll
for a
see.
job. You know what I mean? Like,
We'll see what happens. So I feel like the prediction for our market here in South Alabama,
it's good.
2025 is all positive.
And I don't see prices coming down, to be honest.
No.
Except there's a caveat. If you are looking for a Gulfront condo right now, baby, you better buy it right now.
This is the best time of the year to buy condos.
So like literally, we study the market every month at our sales meet, and I do the numbers and things. And from August to now, which was the last one I ran, would have been October's numbers. The Gulfront condos in Orange Beach had dropped like almost 150,000. Like it was like a big jump, you know?
Well, and I think also now this time of the year, correct me if I'm wrong, but the vacation rentals aren't there.
That's right.
So people aren't having all these bookings. They're not racking in all this money.
Well, also,
sell.
there's a lot of saturation. There's a lot of
Yes.
inventory. So that's number one. It's kind of like a race to the bottom, who can cut the price and get the offer first, right?
Yes.
There's a lot of that going on. The second thing is that our numbers this summer, the vacation rentals, were not where they usually are. And a lot of that's attributed to the economy.
This is true too.
You know, but there are some that are holding. So like I tell people, you're not gonna make the earnings in the condo market here because they just don't exist, right? But if you get
This is
2
true.
weeks that you get to use it, then anytime you come down to do maintenance or
Yes.
work, you can write that off 100% plus
But
all your
it's
meals.
paying down your more. It's paying for itself.
It's paying for itself.
Where like that's
and then it'll appreciate and you'll make the money off that.
Exactly. But that's
it's a long game.
that's real estate investing.
That's
so I have all these rental properties. I mean, you lose money. I mean,
That's
the
right.
Carib lost money. The one refrigerator gone there is
Oh, yeah.
$12,000.
Oh, yeah.
You're done for the
Did you
year.
have to replace it?
Yes.
Yeah,
and
they're
I
not
wasn't
cheap.
going to go back with the cheap one. I
No,
went
you
back
can't. You
with the
have to.
built-in because that's what
The
I like
KitchenAid?
about. Yeah, that's
they're
what I like
nice.
about the property.
I know.
But
And
it's
people
not,
do though, and it affects your rentals.
and that's
obviously.
what I'm saying. I like the built-in refrigerator.
And I tell
That's what I like.
everyone, if you're gonna step into the condo game here, and you're gonna be competitive with other rentals, it's got to look better than where they
I
live.
know.
It's got to look good
I know,
on
like
pictures.
you're going on a vacation.
Yeah, they want something aspirational. They don't want
Yes.
something they live in right now. They don't want a 1980s kitchen with the white face and the box TV. Like you need to have some
know.
good stuff. You know, some
know, we
quality
gotta-
furniture.
I know we got to put some money into
Yeah,
it next
you
year.
got to have a sectional. I mean,
Yes.
you actually rent higher with sectionals. Have you? Did you
No,
know?
I didn't know this.
Yeah, you put a sectional in a condo unit, and those units will rent higher than any other unit.
Didn't know this.
Heads
No.
and beds, you know, I mean, like you can fit everybody because what they say is the reason why is most times the women are doing the shopping looking for the condos to rent.
Yeah.
And they see the sectional and they think, oh, we could be cozied up like watching TV or like, you know, having a game night
Yeah.
or whatever. They like are painting a picture in their head.
Huh.
And that's why they go
Good to know.
sectional. Yeah.
All right, I'll have to look into.
I had an interior designer tell me that. That was Artie with Mint Decor in Orange Beach.
I know. I've heard good things about her.
She's really good.
Yeah, I've heard good things about her.
She does great work.
And that's another thing too, because I haven't done this ever. You know, we flip homes, and even for my vacant properties now, my listings, I've been staging this year.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of staging, and
Wow.
it's helped tremendously.
Really?
Yep.
See, I always am like,
I
do I
do.
stage? Do I not? I used to stage a lot and had so much inventory of it because I just was like, why would I
Oh,
pay
you
somebody?
did it
I just would
yourself?
do it.
Oh,
I just
no.
bought it all and I kept it all. I
Yeah,
had a
no.
huge warehouse. So I just kept it all and then I would do it, you know. But then I was like, am I really getting the returns for what I'm doing? You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
so I have one right now that I've staged. It's the house I can't sell and I've had it for like almost 2 years. But I will say this. When you do a good job and you do a good service
This is
and
true.
you answer your phone, the clients will still stay with you.
This
And
is
they are
true.
so sweet and they have hung in there. And it was the worst time we could have listed because it's when everything went pew, like instantly, like we listed like the next
What?
week.
When? Like in December?
No, it was last year when like
The
the interest
fourth
rates,
quarter,
like
the
when they
fourth
jumped
quarter.
up, it was like everything, all the perfect stuff,
Yes.
you know. And now we're priced really good, but now we're hurdling insurance because the insurance has increased so much.
Yes.
So it's just like, you know,
I know.
it will come. Their time will come, but
Everything sells due time.
I would love to sell it for them.
Where is it?
It's on Fifth Avenue, that blue house on 2 lots on the water. And it's a great house. It's a killer home.
The insurance.
It's the insurance, yeah.
That's gonna be
But their
high.
insurance wasn't that bad. It was like $7,300.
All right, that's not horrible.
No, but somebody was like, "Well, I got a quote," and it was like, I don't know, like 14,000. I'm like, that is.
Well, everyone's gonna say different.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's pray for a great 2025 real estate market.
That's right. I got this. I have this really great lot in Pirates Cove.
Yeah.
On the water, and literally like the week before the elections, for whatever reason, like the Tuesday before, my phone, every call I took that day was about this lot, from buyers, from agents, everybody. I don't know why. I didn't reduce the price, like nothing. Just all eyes were on that lot. Okay, I'm not kidding. Like probably 12 calls I had that day.
Yeah.
And then so I finally got it under contract this week.
Yes.
And got a really good price for it.
Yes.
You know, almost asking. And now all of a sudden all these people are like, well, we want to buy it. I'm like, well, where were you? It's gone. It's pending. Did you think
And
I
it's
was
a
making it up that I
lot,
had all
too.
this interest? You know? Like,
Yes.
and they don't make them like this anymore. I mean, this is like a rare lot. I mean, the seller hates to sell it, you know, but he's like, I got something else I got to do. But he's like, man. But so someone just texted me. I was like, I'm still interested in that lot.
Oh, that's great.
I sent you all the stuff like a month ago. Where were you, bro?
That's what happens too. A house could sit forever. Something could sit forever.
And everybody
all
wants
of
it.
a sudden, everyone wants
I know.
it. Crazy
So-
real estate market.
So what else has been going on?
So, like I said, I turned 40.
Do we want to talk about the party or no? Just kidding.
No, I had a great time out of town with my friends. My New York friends came, my Alabama friends. We rented a house. It was a great time. But, you know, like I said, I mean, I came home and the fourth quarter just hit me freaking hard.
Yeah.
And I think that, you know, I'm just trying to find ways to put my mental health first because you got to show up.
I know.
It's
It's hard. You have to take care of number one
is
first.
so hard. Like it, and I keep saying, the older I'm getting, the harder this is getting.
Okay,
to
but
find
can we get a little personal here real
Yeah.
quick? Is that okay? So,
Hopefully.
well, here's the thing. Like, you went through a lot of big things. You sold a house, you bought a house. That's a
Yeah.
big thing. You
Yeah.
turned 40.
Yeah.
Like, you had so many, and you're running all these businesses.
I
You have
know.
all these agents. You have all these, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, it's a lot. And, you know, if you're not focusing on you, it feels like the whole world is crumbling on top of you.
It's so hard. I
You know?
don't think I felt so out of control. And then on top of everything happening at once, then my oldest son got pneumonia. So then that's
gosh.
also you're not sleeping, and
I know.
sleeping is
'Cause
very
that's scary when they
crucial.
get pneumonia.
But I just feel, you know, it's hard. I feel like that's something that I want to try to figure out in 2025 as to how to find the right balance because, you know, this business and my role in the business, it's very demanding. And when you're not listening to your body and you're
Mhm.
getting older and my body's saying stop, rest, no, and you have all these obligations that you're not going to cancel because I'm known for showing up to everything. It's a constant battle.
And it's hard when you, especially like when you're in like the leadership role that you were in at
Yes.
the board, you're gonna get a little bit of your life back now, which will be
Yes.
nice. But when you're like so used to being that person, like never say no, go to everything, yes to everything, go to everything, be there. It is. I
so
like struggle with
hard.
that internally. Like I feel like, oh, I'm disappointing someone by not showing up. Or, oh, I'm
Yes.
this or I'm that, and you have to just be like, I can't be everything
I
to
know.
everyone. I can only do this, and I have to put me first. I got to put my family
I
first.
know it's so hard. It's a hard skill to learn when
I know.
you've been doing this for 20 years, but I mean, I now physically feel it. Like before it was like mentally draining where I
Yeah.
would just be like mental, but it's starting to become physical.
Mhm.
And I think that's where I was like this is a little scary 'cause
Yeah.
it's like physically affecting me. So I'm just going to have to really just figure this out. Take this fourth quarter and figure out, you know, ways to delegate better.
Yeah.
Because I'm always like the perfectionist having to be, it's hard for me to be like, here's a task
I
and
can't
then me
delegate.
to walk
I know.
away.
Ooh, it's so hard.
It's so hard.
And it's hard to turn like to not turn a blind eye, but like to let like the little things go. Like so you delegate something, you know it's not going to be the way you would do it,
No,
right?
but
so
I-
that is hard to accept that.
So hard to
and you
accept.
can't like turn around and like shit on the work they just did because they did it. You know what I mean? But it's hard because I'm like that.
So
You got to know what my standards are. Like I can't.
It's
You can't
so
be
hard.
misspelling words. You can't use that color. You know what I mean? Like it's hard.
It's so hard
know.
when you're like a
I have
micromanager,
such,
perfectionist,
and I don't like to micromanage.
A-type
But I'm
personality.
an A-type personality, and it's hard.
It really is. But I mean, this is where it's coming down to. It's either going to be, I want to live a longer life and
I
be
know.
there for my kids and see things. And that's what I constantly been playing in my head. I'm like, I honestly feel like stress is the number one killer.
Oh yeah, 100%.
When I'm physically now feeling the stress,
I know.
I'm like, this is what's gonna cause something.
Heart attack, whatever, cancer, whatever.
So
yeah.
if I don't figure this out, I mean, I have to figure this out. So that's what I'm going to take the fourth quarter. I'm going to take me time. Not going to travel for the holidays. We'll go to New York for Thanksgiving, but I'm going to stay for the holiday break. We always have something planned and just take that time to really figure this out.
How long's y'all's Christmas break this
And
year?
I think it's like 2.5 weeks.
Ours is so slow. I mean, it's like nothing. I'm like,
Yeah.
if we can't travel with that, because like we get out like the 20th, and then it's Christmas, and then you go back like on the 2nd or 3rd. I'm like,
Yeah, we have a decent break.
yeah, we
coming
used to
up.
get like 3 weeks, Mr. Wilkes. We used to get a lot more
Yeah,
time.
I'm looking forward to this break. So like get the downtime and like learn the word no.
Yeah, that's hard. I mean, I love the word no. I use it all the time, but when it
I
comes to like business and things, it's hard. It's hard. But that's where I struggle is delegation. And you think about like all successful people delegate, but I'm like,
Absolutely.
what does it look like to not have to have my phone? You know what I mean? Like to go on vacation and be present and be on vacation.
Because that's another, yeah.
But I'm like stressed about it. You know what I mean? Like
'Cause there's so
that gives me anxiety to think about not having anxiety.
I'm
you know what I
getting better at that. I really am getting better at just putting the phone away and just like I'll be like, this is my time. Like that I've definitely at least gotten better with because I would be like, oh my God, they're calling at 7, 8 o'clock at night. No, I look at my phone now and I'm like, it's 7 and 8 o'clock at night.
You're like, click.
I have kids. There's homework. There's
I know.
dinner. Like this is my present time, and I definitely got good at that. But I mean, it ran me for the longest time.
Oh, yeah.
But that's the thing too. I'm doing a lot of reflecting lately, and there's so many things. Like my kids will like bring things up to me, and they'll be like, "Remember this?" And then I'm like, "Why don't I remember this stuff?" And you know why I don't remember this stuff? Because of this damn phone.
Mm-hmm.
So while a moment's happening that they're remembering, I'm probably in the middle of a real estate transaction, not present.
I know.
My middle son calls me out on it all the time.
Oh.
He literally will, because I guess you could see my face
Yeah.
when I'm not paying attention, and he'll be like, "What did I just say?" And he's testing me, and I was like, "But that's a problem.
Yeah.
It's a problem.
I know.
So you just got to find the good balance."
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm always like, if I'm gonna one day when we're on our deathbeds, I don't want to have all these regrets.
I know.
And I don't know, 40's just hit me hard, and I'm just.
But you won't. I mean, you're such
I
a good mom, and
know.
you do.
I'm
good
very
things, and-
present.
Yes.
We do a lot together
Yes.
as a family. I'm at the
You're hard
soccer
on yourself,
games.
yeah.
I'm very hard on myself.
We all are. I think that's.
I
Like
feel
an
like I could do
internal-
better. I know I can do better. I just got to figure out how to get.
But
better.
at some point, you got to say, my good is better. My good is good enough. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like I don't
Yeah.
have to be better. Like
Ugh.
it's good enough.
So
Welcome to
hard.
therapy.
So
Right.
hard.
I know it is. It is. It's hard though.
It really is.
Life.
Life.
And it doesn't get easier.
And
like the
and-
kids and juggling everything.
And so many people are going through things.
I know.
It's
I know. We just lost a realtor friend, and
Yes.
and it's like it puts things into perspective, and you're like, number one, you need to be in a place where you can reach out to people because everybody's going through something, just to say hello,
I know.
or just I was thinking about you. There's so many times I thought about that person, and I should have picked up the phone and called them
yes.
and said something, but I didn't, and
Yeah.
it ended tragically, and it's unfortunate, and so life is short, and that's why I tell all my agents, just be kind, be nice to you know what I mean?
So
It does.
true.
It's so easy to be a bitch, and it's so easy to hide behind your screen and be a keyboard warrior and say mean, nasty things to strangers who you don't know.
Yes.
But like, what we need more is
It's-
just kindness.
And
you
I
know?
do say that too to my agents. I was like, we're all at the end of the day, we're all going through stuff, let alone we're in this very emotional roller coaster of an industry working with clients buying their biggest asset. Like, work together with the agent on the other side.
Oh, it makes it so much easier.
There is no
you know?
need to go. We're not against each other.
No.
We're trying to get like a common goal
Right.
to get our clients both to the finish line.
Yeah, like I don't have to be a hard ass to be a hard ass. You know what I mean? Like,
I've never
no.
thrown I've been doing this
Oh,
for
gosh.
20 years.
I know.
How dare you? No. If I know on the other side there's a newer agent, I will say, like, I will
Let me help
help
you. Yeah,
them.
I know.
I'm not going to just let them be, high and dry
I know.
and not.
But it's even funny, like even the seasons, like because I have one agent I'm working with now. I'm pretty sure he's in his late 80s, and he sent me the contract, and it was not filled out.
Yeah,
and
that's
it
hard.
was
That,
the
that is
old
a
school.
little aggravating.
It's
Yeah.
the old school agents
Yeah.
though. They didn't do like
Yes.
even my dad. He will leave so many blanks on a contract. I can't stand to leave a blank.
Yes. Either can I.
Oh my gosh! I'm like, I don't care if it says if left
If
blank
it
20
defaults,
days.
I don't
20,
care. I
Write
fill
20.
it in,
You know,
yeah.
because I don't want anybody else to write something in or me not.
I
You know what I
know.
mean? Like I just want to make sure I've done everything. And my dad's like, but like that old school realtor, it's kind of like that. So I was like, hey, you didn't do this, you didn't do
left this
this.
up
So
for-
I added it all. So
Yes.
I'm gonna have initials so that y'all can see where I added. But like.
Yeah. I know.
He didn't even put in the compensation. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna help you. We'll
No,
make sure
that
you
was-
get paid, sir.
That was nice of you. That was nice of you. No, it's definitely
Yes.
harder with the older school agents
I
and
know.
the technology.
I know. And there, I mean, I don't know what I was gonna say. Just drew a blank.
All right, so when is your play starting? Your production?
Oh my gosh, yes. Have we talked about that?
No.
Okay, so I don't know what possessed me, but so my wife is the theater teacher in Orange Beach. You know that, right? And
Yes.
so like the girls, they do a lot of plays with her and
Yes.
stuff. And I don't know if you know this or not, but Orange Beach is like, they're like very serious about everything they do. It's going to be the best, and it's going to be like anything, sports, band, whatever.
Okay.
Like Tony Kennan is the mayor here.
Yes.
And he is like, say what you want. He is controversial, but he cares about this city, and he cares
Wants the
about the school
best.
system, and he wants the best. And they want to be like separated from everyone else. So they're like do whatever they can. So like their community theater shows are like miniature Broadway productions. Like they're
Yes.
big, and they're like full cast. They do all, I mean, it's a big production. So they had Shrek the musical
Yeah.
auditions, and I was like, I think I might do. I just do that back in
Because
high
did
school.
you do theater? Yeah, I was gonna.
I did it
say.
in high school.
In high school.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna go off and do Broadway and be famous and all that. And then like things just changed. I don't know what happened, and so I got out of it. And then I went to school, and I didn't do any theater in college. I did art, which was different. I'd never done that, you know.
Yes.
So I got into that. But Grace, when I met her, she was in the theater, and so I was like, well, that's her thing, whatever. Well, I just kind of did it to be like spiteful a little bit, be like, well, I can sing and dance too, you know. Like it's not
couldn't
just Grace,
fake it.
it's not
You
just my
couldn't-
kids.
You couldn't.
I'm so petty. So anyway, I contacted them and I was like, hey, I'm gonna audition.
Did your wife know?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Because we had talked about it. I was like, I think I might, you know. And she's like,
Yeah.
yeah, well, I'll support what you want. It's gonna be hard because she has her plays and her stuff.
I
And
don't
the kids
know.
have all their stuff.
I don't know how you're doing it.
It's hard. Like today, we're having to juggle a lot because it's also Jetty's birthday party. My middle, she's turning 9. She's turning 9. I always forget her age.
Dads are like that.
I'm not though. I know everybody else's, but her. I always
Is
think
it the
she's-
middle? The middle?
Yes.
Yeah.
I always think she's a year older. I always think she's a grade older.
Literally, when the doctor asked me for Jaden's birthday, the middle child, I don't know what it is.
I blank out.
I was like,
I know.
I have to focus.
I like mix all three of them sometimes too. I'm like, that's nobody. So, and then Temple, my youngest, his birthday is one day off of Grace's, and so I always get those confused.
I have 2 boys, 1 day off.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, this is horrible. you
So
know?
hard. All right, so then you're like, I'm gonna.
So I was
show
like, I'm
you
gonna
guys.
audition.
Okay.
And she was like, okay, I'll support what you want. It'd be hard, whatever. So, and the girls, they had just come off of a community play, Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
And so they were thinking about taking a break because it is intensive.
Yeah.
Like their rehearsal schedules, it's 3 days a week, 6 to 9, you know, so it's intensive. So, Grace was like, I'll support it, whatever. And then I was like, I don't know, maybe I won't do it. And so the girls were like, okay, we're not gonna do it either. We're gonna take a break. And then the day of auditions, I was like, I want to do it. So I went, and the one of the girls that's like helps with the production, she was like, I know her like personally. She's like, I thought you were joking. Like I didn't know you could do that. So I went up there and like sang and like kind of like,
You did.
oh yeah, I like did the whole shebang. And
Wait,
so,
can you sing for us?
what would you like me to sing?
Sing-
You'll have to come to the show to sing. it.
Wait, do one of your parts.
It's really fun. Okay, so I'm Lord Farquaad. Do you know
Okay.
that?
Yeah,
So
you told
on
me.
the stage version of Lord Farquaad,
Yeah.
he's supposed to be 4 foot tall, so he's on his knees the whole time. So I'm
Yeah.
wearing these big knee pads.
Yeah.
And then I'm in all black, and then
When
I'll
you
be
rehearse, you're on your knees.
yeah, because I have to like get used to it, you know. So I'm on my knees, and I'm like dancing on my knees, and it's very hard. Yes. I'm like, remember, I'm on my knees. When she's like, you're gonna do this, like kickball, chain, sachet, what? I'm like, remember, I'm on my knees. Like, I can do what I can do, you know, like, yeah. So I'll be in all black, and then I'll have like the royal like outfit on, and he has a little bob haircut,
Yes.
and the cape, and then in front of me is gonna be like these 2 little fake legs that are like, I mean, it's really funny, and he's funny, you know, and it's like a little walking. It looks like the legs are walking, and he moves them, and you do like this and cross them, you know.
Oh
So,
my
yeah.
god. Are you gonna sing a song?
No.
It might go viral.
Well, once upon a time, this place was infested.
Do you
Freaks
have,
on every corner. I had them all
do
arrested.
you have you're singing in it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's one of the songs.
When does it start? When is the production?
It's the end of January.
Oh gosh.
I know, so it's coming up.
Yeah, but you still have a long time. I mean, it's
Yeah, but like you have Thanksgiving, and so we have no rehearsal, and then they do something every
Okay.
year called Visions of Christmas. The city
Yes.
puts it on, and it's a free concert. The city pays for, but it has like so half the cast is in Visions of Christmas.
okay.
So like this week and next week, a lot of the rehearsals are canceled because of Visions.
Okay.
So
And then how long you've been every night you've been rehearsing?
no, just Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and sometimes I'm not called. Like it's just if it's my
Okay.
part, you know. But
That's a lot, but that's great for you.
I know. I'm having fun. I am having fun.
I know, that's the thing. I need to find something outside.
It's something different. I know.
Yeah.
I need to get back into like, because I went to school. I did like ceramics and like pottery and stuff.
Yes.
I haven't done it since I graduated.
But it's like a good
I loved
outlet to
it, yeah.
have something like this.
Yeah.
need
I know. That's what I thought. I thought I need to try something for me. Like,
I totally love that. I think it's great. Just like,
so
it's you
there we go. I
time.
did it.
All right. Congratulations.
I know. So now I'm like, but then when I got the part, I was like, oh crap, can I memorize lines still? I feel very old.
I don't know how you do that.
I'm trying. I don't have them all, but we're working on it.
Rehearsal.
Yeah.
Definitely will help.
I know. Is it hot in here? I'm hot.
No, but that's me. I'm not. I've never.
I know.
What are you guys doing for the holidays?
So Thanksgiving, we're going to my sister's house
Okay.
in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, and so my parents have a house there too, and so
Yeah.
we all just kind of. And my brother is only like an hour from there,
Yes.
or 30 minutes. So it's just me and my younger sister are the furthest, but it's only like 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
So we go there. We'll probably spend, 4 or 5 days, and then Christmas we're just here. So
That's nice. I know.
my niece, she's in Nashville for college.
I know. I gotta go to Nashville. I've never been to Nashville still.
What?
Never.
Oh, I love Nashville.
No.
Oh, wait, you're saying you have to go, or you like you want to go?
I want to go. I've never
Oh.
seen it before. I've never
Oh
been to
yeah,
Nashville.
it's fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it's different now.
Mhm.
It's like very like everybody has cowboy boots on, and you're going down Broadway,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
that's not really by seeing Broadway,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like it's a fun
Just
city.
to see it.
Yeah. So, but her parents are the missionaries in Papua New Guinea, and she usually flies to Papua New Guinea to see them, but it's like super duper expensive
Yeah.
a flight. I mean, it's like $5,000 to $10,000. It just depends on when you get a ticket. Yeah. So she is actually coming down to spend Christmas with us, and then
That's
Grace's
awesome.
mom. So we'll just be here, just hunker down.
Good. I know.
Which I'm glad for. I like going to just like
Every
sit.
year we go somewhere.
Yeah.
Every year.
So y'all are going to New York for Thanksgiving, but then
Thanksgiving,
nothing for
New
Christmas.
York, nothing for Christmas, and then my youngest sister's getting married in April, so then all the New York family will come.
Okay, wait, hold on, back up. I didn't know she was engaged.
My youngest sister Ronnie is, yes.
With the guy that she met on from
From
Lowe's?
John. No, they broke up.
Oh.
They broke up.
I'm behind. Sorry. Sorry, Ryan.
My husband hooked her up with somebody,
Okay.
and they hit it off.
A
And they
baby net boy?
Baby nut boy.
I'm telling you.
And they just bought a house in Daphne.
Okay.
And now they're getting married in April.
What does Ronnie do?
She's a dietitian, so she works
I didn't
at
know
I
that.
think Providence Hospital in Mobile. I always get the hospitals in Mobile confused.
Okay. I don't know which hospital. My aunt started that program at one of them. I don't
Oh,
know.
really?
Yeah, I don't know which one.
I want to say it's Providence is where she works. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, I always get them.
Yeah. Oh, that was the other thing. You went and saw
Morgan Wallen.
Morgan Wallen, right? We haven't talked since then.
No,
How was
I'm
it?
not. It was so good.
You were like there, flew, and then back, right? Like it was a quick.
literally. So we went on a Friday
Yeah.
afternoon. Thank God, direct to North
Mm-hmm.
Carolina from Pensacola. His very last concert on this tour. I was determined. And then the day before I go, he puts out the announcement. He's doing that the boots.
Oh yeah, boots and sand or
Boots
whatever.
and Sand down here in Gulf Shores.
Yeah.
Try to get tickets to that. Could not get tickets.
No, they went quick.
Literally, I was in the waiting room, got out, tried
Who
to
got
get
them? That's what I want to know.
Ticketmaster.
Ticketmaster,
and
yeah, they
because you
all
could still
buy.
get them on Ticketmaster. So we'll see if we're gonna go to that. So the concert was like amazing. Me and my friends' husbands. It's just funny. They were just. They didn't enjoy it as much as we did. Let's just say that.
Your
Well,
husband's?
My
or-
husband and his friend. We went with another couple.
Yeah.
So like me and we're like screaming. We're like having the time of our lives. Like nothing else mattered. Like Morgan was like literally right there. And then you look back and our husbands were like literally sitting on their phones watching football.
I told you he doesn't. I sent you a text. I was like, he didn't really do anything for me. She's like, he does it for me.
Yeah. I'm very into the.
Although I forgot, I have an album. Like I do. I have vinyl records. And I have a Morgan. Is it Wallen or Whalen? Wallen. I have a Morgan Wallen album. It's that one. It's Quitting Time. It's that album.
Yeah.
I like that song.
Yeah. No,
But
he
I don't
played
know any
really-
other songs.
He put on a really good show. I mean, we had a great time.
Yeah.
And North Carolina, like Charlotte, like downtown, we did a tour.
It's cool. Yeah.
Like a little tour like on this like golf cart. It was a great weekend.
Yeah. It's a cool little area.
It was a great weekend to get away. It was a cute little city, but it was like literally we landed and then we came home. And then
Yay.
so we're just
Okay, but do you feel like you're getting settled in now and you feel better?
it's getting there.
Okay. Because when I called you, like when she first. Can I tell the story? I won't tell it all, but I'll tell. Okay. When I called her when she first moved in, she's like, "I don't want this house anymore. I want my old house back. There's boxes everywhere. There's this, and I'm stressed out."
It was 1 week.
I was like, "Okay, Rachel, we gotta take
I've
some
never
breathers."
felt like that.
I know.
ever.
I've never heard you like that.
Just
too much.
It was. I had my 40th birthday. That was like a long weekend. Had my 40th birthday. Go to the Morgan Wallen the following weekend. Get off the plane, move in one day. I've never done that in my 40 years.
Right.
And then have a sick kid with pneumonia.
I know.
It's like.
It was just too much.
Had on top of all these deals closing. I had so many deals closing at the end of October.
Yeah.
Like, I probably had like 5. So then you're dealing with all that confusion.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like, I was like checked out. I
Yeah.
was like, this is just, I don't know how I'm going to survive this one.
I know. But you did.
Thank God
You
for
can do hard
therapy.
things.
Yeah.
I sent her a text and I said, "You are Rachel fucking Romance Reese. Handle that shit."
I needed some good pep talks this past week.
I'm that
But no,
friend.
the dust is settled, so
Yeah.
I'm definitely feeling better. And now I like this week I had a kid with strep throat, but we're getting through it.
I know. I'm like
I've gotten my sleep.
walking in the door and had a
Sleep
call from the
is
school.
so crucial.
Yeah, you gotta have a good.
I gotta have a good night's sleep, not one waking up with like these racing thoughts. That was happening too. Never had that before.
Mm-hmm. I know.
So now we're back to neutral. So now we're ready for the holiday season.
Okay, so I think that was a good little sesh.